Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And before I jump on Verizon's earnings call, I wanted to share the numbers with you guys. They had already been released earlier this morning, and we're back to square one. I put out a post on X last night, expecting the numbers to be sort of underwhelming, and that's what they ended up being. So most of the growth, all of the growth, let's just say all of the growth, came from business again. So we're back to square one. They reported negative net losses on consumer, negative 8,000. Now, you could make the argument, yes, the bleeding is stopping, it's slowing down. Perhaps, maybe, possibly, they can gain some net customers on consumer in the third quarter. You could make that argument, but they still reported a net negative on consumer in this second quarter. So they did not grow positive on consumer. Overall, including business, you subtract 156,000 minus 8,000, you come up with 148,000. And that's what they ended up growing, positive 148,000 overall. But like I said, it all came from business, which is what we've came used to. Business grows, consumer doesn't. So still no organic growth on consumer side. So it's still a big negative. A huge positive, which has been a huge positive, which we have identified on the channel. We've talked about it. It's broadband. They added 391,000 total broadband customers, and about 378,000 of that was fixed wireless access. So that's a huge business for the company. They will continue to thrive in that business, and they will continue to push that business. And it's as simple as that. They will continue to monetize the additional capacity. They will continue to build C-band as rapidly as humanly possible for that business. That business carries huge momentum into every quarter. I mean, the third quarter, this will be another huge quarter for Verizon on broadband. I'll say it now. I don't have to wait for the next quarter to come out. I will say third quarter, when they report, it will be another huge quarter on broadband. And then here's another big negative for Verizon. This is a huge one, actually. So the prepaid net adds, excluding SafeLink, right, they came in at a negative 12,000. Now, you might say, whoa, that's a huge improvement versus the 131,000 they lost in the first quarter. So here's what happened. Verizon told us at the last earnings call that they have a total of 1.1 million ACP customers. They fully anticipated and expected to lose those ACP customers over time. They lost 1/3 of them in one quarter. 410,000 net losses on ACP in one quarter. They can't even hold on to them. Right? So the whole point of that was, yes, ACP is ending. Let's try and implement some discounts, some savings, some plans that the customers can have access to, so they can remain on our network, right? Even if they have to pay a little more, maybe they'll stay. They lost 1/3 of their total ACP customer in one quarter. Golly, man, these guys, their execution is very poor, right? They have everything that they need in terms of assets. They got the money. They have the spectrum now, right? They got a total amount of spectrum that's very contiguous in the C-band. They've been building millimeter wave since 2017. So they have the assets. Maybe low band. You could throw that in there. They probably will need some additional low band. But my God, their execution is very poor. Yet let's see what they do with this rebrand. Let's see if that works in the third quarter. But the My Plan hasn't delivered any volume of growth. That was supposed to be the savior. Choice. The only company that offers choice, unique. That's all I heard. And they still can't grow positive. Even 100 customers, they can't do it. Churn came in at 0.85%. They cannot grow positive on consumer. They can't do it. They can only do it in the fourth quarter. You can see it on the chart, right? You go back to Q2 23 losses, 3Q 23 losses, Q4 2023 they grew. But what did they have to do? They had to throw the kitchen sink at them. They had to give everything for free. They started giving out Xboxes, TVs. They started stacking those discounts just to get people on board. They had to spend heavy on customer acquisition. And what happens? They turn around in the first quarter 24, they slow down, drastically slow down on the customer acquisition. What happens? They lose 158,000. What happens in Q2? They lose 8,000. So it's we'll see what happens in the third quarter. Like I said, we have a perhaps a possibility situation that they can grow positive in the third quarter. It's very possible, based on them stopping the bleeding, if you will, right? Instead of losing 158,000, they only lost 8,000. So it's possible, but we'll see. I'm going to jump on this call here. So leave your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you're new. Follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Live. See y'all in the next one. Peace.